Luckin Coffee, the LK. So they have not started resuming trading yet on this stock. It's been halted since April 7th, and there's just some news out today, so it might start trading again soon. They just fired the COO, and the CEO just left the company. So two of the top officers are gone, and just I guess a quick catch up on Luckin. They've been trending kind of randomly here, but they had a fraud investigation for cooking the books. Uh, they reported some kind of number like $300 million of extra sales that were fake, and they're investigating the fraud and who knew about it. And now the chief operating officer and the chief executive officer have now left the company, so they're replacing some upper management, and so the management of this company is highly questionable, and the finance officer, the CFO, is still there, which is interesting. And so they haven't replaced the whole management team; they just replaced a couple of people. And I guess when it resumes trading, I mean, it'll just open at a different price. So I guess I could take a guess at what that looks like. We could do some technicals and and maybe have an outlook here as a sort of a value investment idea. The management here, I don't know. This company is a little scary. It's not just the management. This is a Chinese company that's trading in US, that's funded in the US, and so that's a whole extra layer of risk there because they have different accounting rules, and um, yeah, it's just extra messy to have this kind of Chinese company. And this is not crazy to see some like fake accounting thing like this. It's pretty easy for them to kind of hide and cook numbers more than normal companies. And so, I mean, just on this drop here, when they started getting investigated, and and then they halted the stock when they found some serious stuff about cooked numbers. But we just get this kind of descending pennant shape with a flat bottom here, and that is generally not a good look. And I could flip through. So that kind of descending pennant will generally kind of do a drop, like a linear kind of drop, and then it'll hit like a flat bottom. That's a common kind of shape or kind of move out of that kind of shape here. So I would not be surprised to see it open at a lower price here. I mean, I don't know the number lower, but just kind of a drop in a flat bottom to open. And this is after several months and all kinds of investigation, restructuring the whole company. So um, it's not like that's an estimate for like tomorrow's trading or something like that. But let's just flip through the technicals that they had sort of leading up to this thing and see what the company is just looking like in general. Uh, Bearish, super bearish, long term. Long term, it was on the bull side, and it's getting pulled bearish. So that's a bearish kind of flip over. And then on the short term, or kind of monthly cyclical level, it's in the bear territory and just got pulled farther into bear. That's super bearish. And here we're in bear territory trying to turn up. So it's fighting, pulling up, pulling up. So it's fighting against the bearish trend, pulling up and kind of pulling up a little bit. As we get closer to this close date, it is trying to get to the bull zone and not making it. And okay, it looks like it just kind of, I mean, just like on the last kind of day there, it just kind of looks like it halted and kind of flipped in bear territory. So just running down to the close date, it's just really bearish, and that bullish fight back looks like it's halted, and it would, had it continued trading, it looked like it would have flipped more bearish right here. It looks like it's flipping down again, more bearish. And so I don't think that any of these restructuring of management and all of that is going to make the company immediately way more valuable. I think that's, man, who knows? I think it'll probably just open down and and then it'll have new management, but it'll have a bunch of the same people that were there when they were cooking the books. So it's not really a great look, and it still has the international issues with the accounting standards and all that sort of stuff. But China will be coming back online, one of the earliest countries in the world to kind of be coming back and rebounding out of this crisis. And this company maybe, I mean, that is a super low valuation. And let's take a look at longer term prices and see where it has been, just kind of as an upward target. If the company does resume, okay, it was like blowing up to $50 a share. So it kind of bubbled and blew off on its own. Let's see, Feb. Before any of this American crash started, it had its own little bubble, and the American crash isn't directly related to it, I suppose. And so China was struggling in December. They started, so this was going up when China was struggling. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough chart, but you can kind of see the upside target numbers are $20 to $50 range for this company being decent, and it's going to be trading possibly less than $4 over here. So possibly that is a good value investment if it opens lower and it looks like it'll be a functional actual company at that low of a price. Eh, I don't know. That it kind of scares me. I don't trust it, especially with everything that's going on right now. But I'll be interested to see. It should start trading soon, and I want to see what price it starts at and what the management actually looks like when they start operating again. And if China's up and running, China is mostly up and running now, and so it should actually be in a place to recover in China when it reopens, and so it could be interesting. It could be, but definitely super risky, of course. And please hit the little like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. This is not trading advice, and happy trading.